Okay guys, okay, good morning. So anyway, if you saw my previous video, I did the weird differential oil. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do it manual transmission oil on the Honda S2000. Obviously you need transmission oil. I got this from Honda directly. I got it for free. It's a long story, but you could watch my previous, I don't know how many video, and I kind of talk about how I got these for free. I also had the pump. You need the fluid quart pump. I'll also be using a AT205, just a little bit, even though my transmission doesn't leak or anything like that. But I saw on YouTube that this thing really helped with the rubber stuff, plastic rubber and something like that. So it doesn't really hurt your transmission or anything. So there is no negative to the chemical, only positive stuff going to happen. Good stuff for your car. So anyway, they also say that it's good for engine, transmission, differential. So I'll probably use, I bought 3 boxes of it, so I'll probably use some of these inside all 3 of them. Yeah, so that's all you need. And quickly, let me show you guys the 2 that you need. Obviously for transmission, the drain plug, you need a 3/8 smaller one, and then socket size, you could use a 11/16. I don't know what's that, but this is kind of small actually. I don't know if you get enough torque out of this. You also, well, you could use a 18 millimeter, which is a lot bigger. I'm not sure if 17 millimeter will work on it though, but I tried this 18 millimeter. It's never loose, but still it's work. Let me quickly show you guys underneath the car. Alright. So, okay. So here's the drain plug right here, and then the filter plug. I kind of put some white out on it because I don't have a torque wrench. As you see, I don't have a torque wrench, so I put white out on it. So later on, when I try to close it, I'll just match up with the white out. And this is how much, that's all I need. I'm not sure if it's going to work. This is my first time using a white out, but I think it might work. So, quickly show you guys, transmission is white behind the engine. That's the engine joint plug right there. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, actually, that side right there. It's kind of hard to see, but anyway, so first of all, you want to loosen up this, and after you finish loosening up, there's going to be more pressure in the transmission because of gravity, and then you unbolt this, so the liquid will come out a lot faster. And then I might use a magnet or something underneath to catch the oil, just to see if there's any metal shaving come out or anything like that, scrape come out. I don't think this bolt come with a magnet behind it, but I know the differential it does, because earlier I just did it and it does. So I'll be doing that. After you finish, you basically put in the pump, and then pump all the liquid in as much as you need. When it starts filling out, start dripping out, that's when it's full, and then you kind of basically close it up. So yeah, when you close it, make sure you put this one back first, and then put this one back after one. Well, I mean, fill it up and then put this one back. Alright, I'll show you guys in the middle of it. Okay guys, for just a quick advice, I was struggling with removing the not the drain plug, the filter bolt. It was so tight onto it. I don't know, they might over torque it or something. So the way how I solved the problem is that obviously you got your socket right here. I just took this piece of pipe off from my this jack right here on the top of the jack, and then I just stick it in the back as a lever. The drain plug, the filter bolt looks something like this. This is the size. It's pretty big. This is, I think it was a 18 millimeter. So yeah, right now I just let it drain right now, if you can see it. So in the end, what you do is, so it's basically draining right there. You see 2 spots right there. That's the drain, and this is the filter. So after this is done, what you do is you basically close the drain one and then use the filter spot. Just pump all the oil that you need in until it's full. Then you could close it up. Mine seems pretty clean. One suggestion for you is that make sure if you're going to do any kind of oil change or differential or any kind of fluid change, make sure you remove the filter bolt first. Don't just remove the drain bolt, because what happens is that just in case if you remove the drain bolt and then drain all the fluid out, and then when you try to remove the filter bolt and you having a hard time removing the filter bolt, that's not going to be good, because you're going to be stuck there and then wishing that someone might come and help you out with something, because you won't able to drain back your fluid. So make sure you very good suggestion is that make sure you open up your filter bolt first and then do the drain bolt. All right, so I'm just going to end the video right here for the transmission part. There's not much to it. Just add the oil in and it should be easy. Like I say, make sure you use one of these the pump right here for the transmission and the differential. Yeah, so I'm not going to show you guys how to do it. You basically just stick this in. They come with the hose right here. You stick it on the bottom and then stick into the transmission fluid bottle, and then you just pump, just squeeze it, and then everything will go inside. Like I say, I'm going to be putting a little bit in AT205, maybe just pour this little bit into that. I'm not going to use a lot because it's a new product I never used before, so I'm just going to try it out. I've been seeing a lot of good review on this. Haven't seen any bad reviews, so that's why I want to try this. But I won't be pouring a lot of things in, just probably a small portion of it. I won't be going based on what their recommendation is. Their recommendation is based on like how many quarts of oil you have, and then you pour how many quarts of this. I'm not going to trust my holding on this thing, so I'm just going to pour a little bit in, and majority of it, like 80-90%, still is going to be the actual transmission fluid, and just a little bit of that. If it does make any benefit, I mean, it still has a little bit in it, so it'll help. But anyway, I'm going to end the video right here, so you guys could check out my next video on how to change the engine oil for that. All right. Okay, guys. So I just finished up the video on the rear differential. Now I want to quickly talk about the transmission. As you probably seen earlier, that I was doing it. After you finish, you want to clean everything up. That's all the mess that I left behind. Clean everything up, and make sure you recycle everything. And after you finish, you want to check underneath the car seat if it anywhere has any leak, and put all your tubes away. And yeah, basically that's about it.